sports betting bill is going to be talked about in the state Senate tomorrow after the House passed it back in March. While it's not going to go for a vote before the Senate this week, the clock is ticking here.
Yeah, if some version of this bill is passed to legalize sports betting in North Carolina, it would go into effect in January of next year. Fox 8's Cassie Fambrough spoke to one of the state senators on the committee who is undecided. Cassie.
Well, Katie and Michael, sports betting is legal in some form in 36 states, including our neighbors in Virginia and Tennessee, where many North Carolinians are going to gamble.
If passed, people could start betting on sports at places like Bank of America Stadium or Charlotte Motor Speedway, and they could do it online at one of many popular online betting sites.
But I do believe that people are already gambling online.
State Senator Michael Garrett of Greensboro says there are benefits and concerns over legalizing sports betting, which would entail an 18% privilege tax attached to gross gambling revenue.
There's the tax revenue that the state is missing out on because people are doing it the illegal ways, so there are no tax implications.
One of the benefactors of the tax revenue would be North Carolina higher education, in which 10 to 13 lesser funded athletic programs would receive $300,000, including Winston-Salem State University, UNC Greensboro, and A&T.
I think it would be beneficial to my school and similar schools, but what we have to be careful with is if the money that we receive from the state, if it crowds out the spending that the university is already doing in athletics.
Professor Ducking would like to see some strong regulation language in the bill, and so does Senator Garrett.
You could put a provision, and I would be in favor of it, that this revenue can't supplant other revenue.
He says concerns like Professor Ducking's highlight the need for more debate in the state Senate this week. Another issue. The current bill allocates $2 million in counseling services as a way to combat gambling addiction, but some say more may need to be done.
Gambling is addictive, and I think it was outlawed for a reason.
The only thing I would be mainly concerned about is the gambling addiction if you do pass the law. How many people are going to continue to spend unnecessary money that they don't need to spend on betting?
State Senator Garrett says it will be discussed.
We are making a lot of promises to these universities and to mental health counseling services through DHHS. I want to make sure that those revenues are actually there to provide those services and that we can keep those promises.
If legalized, the state legislature estimates revenue for 2024-2025 to be roughly $20 million. In the newsroom, Cassie Fambrough, Fox 8 News.
Cassie, thank you.